Call is being recorded.
Well, good morning, everyone. This is Phyllis Nash, and I'm so excited on being here in this kind of overcast, rainy day in Chicago. It is storming in Houston. I don't know if other parts of Texas, but they've got a pretty bad storm. Electricity is out. So let's pray for our family in Texas and everybody there. So without further ado, I'm going to go in and get out of the way, bring up our phenomenal visionary, our CEO, someone I've known now since 2006. And oh my goodness, those years have flown by. I've seen this young lady inspire, influence, and help so many teams of people. When I first met her, she was already had a team of over 33,000 people. She's been MVP of over 3 companies. Guys, she came out of MLM into corporate America, where we were introduced to cannabis, taking that company from 8,000 a month to 225, then turned around, and in 2019 we came together and founded Wakana, now Akana. And guys, you can see history being made looking at everything that has happened in these last 5.5 years almost now. And guess what I tell you? Just look what's going to happen in the coming years, because guess what? It's only just beginning. And so without further ado, Melissa Boston, you want to take it away?
Hey, Phyllis, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, great. Yeah, we just had an awesome time here at the EE. Had a great event yesterday, and waking up here, and a couple of people are still asleep, so I'm trying to let them stay asleep. but good morning. Super excited, guys. Yeah, it's a gloomy day outside, but we do want to keep everyone in our prayer who's impacted by apparently the storm pattern happening across various parts of the country. But want to welcome each and every one of you, and officially, good morning. Always excited, Phyllis, to hear your voice, and just thank you so much for all that you do. I remember so vividly when we first met. There's some people who impact you forever, and just your charisma, the fact that you had this whole, attitude, right, of winning and helping other people win and empowering women. I remember that day you just gave me the ultimate compliment, and we just hit it off. And who would know we were actually, you're a part of my team, right? And look at this, the rest is history. Now we've created all these amazing businesses, and just again, thank you so much for holding it down. And guys, welcome to the line. If you're new on the line, I want to welcome you. If you're calling for the first time, I want to jump right into it, because the meaning of Akana means in the hands of God. Our mission, we believe health, wealth, freedom, and legacy are our birthright. By offering the most life-changing products and an innovative business, we empower people to elevate to their full potential. Really want to cover a lot of points today. One of the things that we're super excited about is in the month of July, it is National Oil Day. In just 2 more days, we're going to actually kick that special off today. We've been running 10% off all month long in honor of National Oil Day, but we do have something extra special we're putting on the table, and that extra special incentive will go ahead and launch today. Because if you don't know, National Oil Day is actually celebrated, by cannabis enthusiasts, cannabis industry all around the country every July the 10th, so 710. In fact, if you look at 710 and you actually flip it, it actually resembles the word oil. And so that's what helped create it. But we're also going to do a Christmas in July. And so this day, okay, when you start your day today, when you spend at least $150, guess what's going to happen? You're going to receive a free, yes, you've heard it here, a free bottle of our hemp MD. How awesome and amazing is that? So yes, not only when you spend that 150, you will be saving 10%, but you're going to actually have that shipped to you as a courtesy, as a way of helping all of us celebrate, National Oil Day in such a big fashion. Now, if for whatever reason you did not get your opportunity to get those 3 pain creams and get 1 free, well, this is your last shot today. Get with customer service, or you can go into the site and get that done. But as of tomorrow, the buy 3, get 1 free on the pain cream is going away. So we definitely want anyone who hasn't done so yet to take advantage of that. also, too, I mean, I'm just looking at the schedule this week. I mean, there are so many things happening, not just this week, but this entire month. So you want to definitely grab a pen so that you can really pay attention to what's going on. You know, many of you are enrolled in our summer body boot camp with our phenomenal trainer, our phenomenal coach, Ernestine Davis. We had the pleasure of being there right there in Hyde Park, you know, at the point. I mean, there were dozens of men and women who came to really have the opportunity to kick off our very first event for the Summer Body Boot Camp. And I'm telling you, Ernestine showed up. She showed out. What an incredible workout. What I loved about it, no matter what your fitness level, everyone was able to participate. And we're going to be there at the point every Saturday. So if you have registered for that boot camp, you qualify to go. The one on the 6th was the only complimentary event. So you want to make sure you go online and go ahead and secure your position in this summer body boot camp because we're super excited about this meal plan. I know last night while we were hosting our event, Ernestine had a Zoom with everyone who registered. So if you did not get on that register or that Zoom, you want to definitely listen to the replay. She was able to get on, answer questions, really go through the meal plan, and really talk about even what's going to happen this week. I know there's a phenomenal fitness program that she's put together. So yeah, even though we're getting together on Saturdays for those who want to join us, you're going to have the opportunity to work out from home twice a day. I know there's a phenomenal weight training. And listen, ladies, a lot of times you hear the word weight training and it can sound very intimidating, but you really want to make sure, you know, you get your 5 pound, your 10 pound, your 15 pound, and if you can go higher, do that. You know, she really wants you to mix it up because in order for us to really, you know, carve out the bodies we want, to tighten it up, you know, to burn that fat, you know, to really tighten and tone, we've got to weight train. You know, as we age, we're losing muscle. And so this is going to be a great way to really build the muscle and have that body and that physique that we know that we can achieve when we go out and eat the right things and put our workout plan together. And so that's going to be awesome. And I know for many of us, if you're not used to working out even once a week, okay, this might be a big stretch. But what I love about Ernestine, she's really put together this regimen for anyone. You can even do it from your chair. So just start where you're at. Don't get overwhelmed. Don't feel intimidated, okay? No matter where you're at, you're going to have the opportunity to start to do this and to really reach your goals, and it creates that summer body. I mean, just think about the results, right? Think about how you're going to feel. And what I was really encouraged by is there were a lot of guys that came out too. So guys, don't think that you're not included in this. You know, we really want everyone to get fit over the summer season, and we can really rock how this amazing flat belly builder, the builder protein, how we can utilize as a meal replacement to really help us reach our goals, help us reach our dreams. Speaking of reaching our goals and dreams, we have a few other items we're putting on the table. One of them is a Sacred Saturdays. For those of you who really want to understand meditation, want to understand more about how you can utilize that to break through, to break free. So many people are stuck, and a lot of times it's because we don't take time to really quiet our mind. Sometimes your best breakthroughs, your best ideas can only happen when the mind is quiet. And it's very hard to do. I mean, we're so bombarded. And one of the best places to actually quiet the mind is here in the Energy Enhancement Center we call the Soul Massage, okay? And so we're going to have Sacred Saturdays here at 8 a.m. We're going to kick it off before we all head to boot camp. So if you want to join us at 8 a.m. on Saturdays, you're going to have the opportunity to do that. In fact, we have Pamela Denise, who is the author of a couple of books. She's been assisting us with a lot of our special curated events, but she's got a book and it talks about starting with water, how we should start our day with water, and a 5-minute meditation. And so if you want to learn more about her and how her system can help you go to the next level, make sure you join us on Sacred Saturdays because, yes, we're going to kick it off right here at Soul Massage this Saturday at 8 a.m. And then we're going to head out to the point and get our workout on, okay? But we're going to follow it up because she also wants us to continue our meditation throughout the week. And so we're going to also have a meditation Monday. So for those of you who might stay overnight at the EE Center, or perhaps some of you who just want to participate online, there is going to be an opportunity for people to meditate with us. We want to create a movement of meditation. It may start with a handful of people, but we really see this as something that can branch all across the country. And it's really something we even need to teach our kids. These kids are bombarded with so much EMF, and their minds, can't rest. I mean, they're full of anxiety and just dealing with a lot of things that we didn't have. And so it's really great to start meditation at a young age so kids can understand how to master their mind. When they do that, it's going to help improve their quality of life and give them coping skills for as they reach adulthood. They're going to know exactly how to take those peaceful moments and meditate. And so those are two big announcements that I wanted to put out there so that we can really help to propel your business by focusing on you and focusing on self-care, okay? But now let's talk about some other awesome and amazing events that many of our distributors are putting together. We are supporting you. So if you have an idea and you want to put together something, because what you're going to find is when you can get people in an environment where they're actually being catered to, when they're being pampered, when you make them feel good, you're going to find you're going to actually pick up new customers. Every time we do events here, we actually sell usually hundreds and hundreds of dollars of Akana products, right? But we're here at the Soul Massage, right? But we do list those items on the menu. But what was awesome is last night, just an amazing event. We did something different. One of my awesome business colleagues and one of my best friends, she's here in Chicago. And so we did some flyers just to see, okay, let's promote to the neighborhood. Let's let our bankers know where we're at. And so we promoted an event. It was very spontaneous, just something we put together at the last minute. And we had probably about 22 to 24 people, something like that, come through. I know there's a sign-in sheet over there, but it was really awesome. We had some of the, what we call movers and shakers of Bronzeville, right? Some of the movers and shakers of Chicago. I mean, people that were heavily connected, influencers. The gentleman who is responsible for this, I know it's one of your business contacts over there too, for Blacknificent. I mean, he came out, and so he was super excited about what we're doing. He's having a big birthday celebration on Thursday. Wants the Soul Massage to come and represent in a big, big way. There was another gentleman. He does something called the Hip Hop Detox, works with Farrakhan, and he was just thoroughly impressed. In fact, he booked another appointment for Saturday. So it's just exciting what can happen when you just stretch yourself, okay? Sometimes in business, you want to just find opportunities to meet people, to network with people, to get out there in the community and make things happen. And there are some of our ladies that are making things happen. And I want to go ahead and give you some details on the upcoming events that are hosted by some of our top distributors, okay? First, actually on Friday, we're doing a private event for the Lithuanian community. So many of you see us oftentimes sailing in Chicago. Well, that's none other than Captain Neola. So she's put together a group event for the Lithuanian community. So we're going to be supporting that event this Friday. But on Saturday, our very own Tracy Bolton owns a nonprofit, a 501c, Second Chance for Life, where she and a few others help women in crisis. I know Audrey Jones and Dorothy Ellis, they're also part of her awesome foundation. And so Saturday, the 13th of July, if you want to come support an awesome cause, you can go to Tracy. She'll give you the details on how to secure your spot. You have to register through her and her company, but it's going to be from 4 to 8 p.m. And it's going to be an awesome, awesome time because we are doing a spa retreat, okay? And so we're going to have some healthy food, some mocktails. All the ladies are going to be wearing their robes. We're going to be relaxing with CBD, guided meditation, massages, infrared, wellness education, and so much more, guys. And so get with Tracy Bolton. But we do have 2 other women who are leading it in a big, big way. In fact, 3 other women, Kathy Thomas and Dr. Yakima Palmer. They are doing an awesome event on July the 27th right here at the Soul Massage. In fact, their event is Pamper Me with Tea, okay? And so they have a really unique event that's going to be awesome. Everything's surrounded around tea. You're going to have some tea, sandwiches, and veggies and healthy desserts. Of course, the robes and pampering, but some of the unique twists, instead of the normal foot soak, There's going to be a green tea and ginger foot soak. Again, the massages and so many fun activities. You don't want to miss this, guys. I'm super excited for them. And so they have the flyer, they have the details. Make sure you get with Kaki, you get with Yakima, and they're going to give you all the details on how you can support that event. And then I know on August 10th, Shannon King has booked another event. Okay, her first event sold out in record time, and she is already more than 50% sold out for her event on August the 10th, and that's going to be from 4 to 8, another women's spa retreat. In fact, just talked to her yesterday, and she's got women already coming from Albany, New York. In fact, the lady that came last time is bringing 2 more people with her, and then another lady all the way from Arkansas, guys. Many of you live here in Chicago. Some of you have not even thought through, okay? People will travel from out of state before some of you will even visit locally in your own community. So if you have not got out yet, especially if you are a kind of lifer or Black Card member, we definitely want you to come through because we are doing some big things here at the Soul Massage. And if you are vested in this because you are a part of our lifer group, just know when we do big things here, that means there's big things coming for you. And that's exciting, okay? And so we want to keep these events rolling. So if you have an idea, don't be afraid to share it. You never know what we can do to help you collaborate and bring your family and friends through so that you can do something fun. Even we've had requests now for birthday parties and all sorts of celebrations. Guys, I'm telling you, the sky is the limit with what we can do now that we not only have our wellness dispensary next door, but we have this whole spa. And speaking of wellness dispensary, for those of you who are looking at, the summer and you're really trying to figure out how to get your numbers, how to get those customers, every single day, we have random customers that walk through our door. I mean, just random people that never heard about it other than they walk by or they've been driving by and they've been wondering what's over there, what's on the other side. How would you like some of those customers to be yours? Okay. And so we're going to be looking for people that might want to spend a Monday, a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, work in the downstairs area. And we're going to designate that to the people that say, hey, I want to dedicate myself to that because we want to start back the program we had before. In fact, we've just created some awesome flyers and postcards for those of you who just needed some tools so that you can hit the different areas. But that's going to be a big, big thing that we are starting. We're going to launch it whenever our group comes in August. So that's going to kick off in August. And so if you want to make sure you don't miss out on your opportunity to have your own little pop-up here at the Weed Cafe at our wellness dispensary, you want to make sure you connect because I'm telling you guys, there's some of you, I've heard your names, hitting the CV, and I know for a fact that some of you, your customers have came from random people walking through those doors. And guess what that means? That's exciting. Everyone wants to have that opportunity to have those same type of possibilities, but it starts with you making a decision to get out your comfort zone and to come get yourself plugged in, okay? Now, speaking of getting yourself plugged in, if you have not had your opportunity to book Soul of Bronzeville, we are releasing that back on the site. It had been taken off for a few days, so we apologize if you couldn't book it, but that will get back on the site today. In fact, we have a full-fledged flyer that's going to give you all the details. When you purchase your ticket price, it will include, both Friday events. It's going to include, of course, the Saturday event that we're doing as well. The Sunday event that we're doing as well. And then on Saturday, of course, we're doing the luncheon, and then we're also going to do something that evening. So the only ticket that would be an additional ticket is the Saturday evening event. But other than that, the listening party is included, the luncheon is included, the war room that we're going to do where you're going to have a chance to participate in the battle of the blood types, okay, on Sunday, that's included. So there's a flyer that's dropping with all the details. You want to make sure you go check your social media so that you can stay plugged into all those things that are happening so that you can, again, not miss out on these amazing opportunities to be with your fellow entrepreneurs and take your life to that next level. Speaking of taking your life to the next level, we do have our retail retreat that we're super fired up about. Our retail retreat is going to take place in 2025, and that's going to happen in May. Some of you have already qualified. If you have already qualified, congratulations. But remember, we put a special incentive on the table for the month of July. This is your last month to qualify. And so what you want to do is make sure you at least hit bronze this month, because everyone who hits bronze this month, you're getting an extra 25 points. So instead of your normal 50 points, you'll have 75 points. For everyone who hits silver, instead of your normal 100 points, you're getting 50 extra points. So that's 150 points. Okay, so if you want to close your numbers, seal the deal, if you want to be there with us in Florida, make sure that you're focused on what customers, right? Get those customers. Now, as I wrap up, I know there's probably more I could share, guys. As you can see, there's a lot going on, right? We're having a lot of fun just making, the best out of the summer, because we do know that in many businesses, you're going to see a slowdown in the summer. People are traveling, they're on vacation, they're not as focused. But what did we talk about last week? That's the time for you to get focused, plant your seeds, because we know that in the fall, the harvest is coming and it's going to be big. And here's something I read, guys, and I thought it was pretty profound. In fact, I don't think I even read it. I was listening to YouTube the other day, and this gentleman was talking about, when you think about, good times, right? I can remember in our business where we had just massive success. I can think of previous businesses, millions of dollars of sales, millions of dollars of income, making as much as $500,000 in a year. And it talked about how when you really think about good times versus bad times, the problem with success is sometimes what success, right? In good times, it often creates what? Weak people, because weak people do what? They celebrate, right? You spend too much time celebrating. Weak people is what creates the bad times. And you can even relate it to what's going on right now. Bad times create strong people, and it's strong people that create the good times. So life tends to work in a circle. I mean, you can look at your life, you can look at different phases of your life, and you can remember when things were amazing. You can look at different phases of the economy and think when things were amazing. But when you really break it down and you think about that statement, good times creates what? Weak people. Weak people create bad times. Bad times create strong people, right? Strong people are what creates the good times. So in your season where you feel like, wait a minute, things might not be working the way I want it to work, see, this is the time for you to strengthen your skills. This is the time for you to get focused. See, the biggest problem, right, is people think they're not supposed to have problems, right? And problems are what you need for growth. If everything was always smooth sailing, you would never grow past where you're at that point in life. But problems come so that you can start thinking out the box. You can start getting creative. You can start taking your life to the next level. And you'll find that by sometimes running into the highs and lows of life, by having problems, you're going to have your biggest seasons of opportunity, your biggest seasons of growth. But it starts with the discipline, right? Some people during problems becomes the person that just says, woe is me, right? They feel sorry for themselves. They feel sorry for what's happening in their life. Their bank account, they're not excited about that. But some people utilize it as an opportunity to fuel their growth, to fuel their mindset, to go out there and be disciplined, to go out there and work their business, to work the plan, to prospect, to network, to lay the foundation. Because guess what? In a bad time, what you can do to protect your family, so many times we're worried about what's happening in the White House. But guess what? More than anything, you need to be worried about what's happening in your house, right? Because that's the only house we can control. And so during those harder times when things just may not be working the way you wanted them to work, you want to use that opportunity again to sharpen your skills, to develop your mindset, to cut off the television, to cut off the negative noise, to not surround yourself with the negative people that are bringing you down, right? You want to ensure you're surrounding yourself with positive people. You want to make sure you're getting up every day and feeding your mind, doing the meditation, working on your body, working on your health, because it's during those bad times that you become the strongest person you ever have been in your entire life. And guess what you're going to do as that strong person? You're going to create not only good times, but you can literally create the best time of your life. You can create a good time, and help your family and friends. You can empower your circle, but you've got to really have that discipline, guys, because here's the deal. You're going to grow through what you go through. See, as you're right now going through whatever you're going through, just know you have an opportunity to grow through it, right? See, some people grow through their opportunities where their things are not working out, and some people shrivel up and shrink back. You just have to ask yourself during tough times, what are you made of? And what are you willing to do? And the sacrifices you're willing to do so that when the harvest comes, because the harvest will come, guys. Guess what? Bad times or down economies don't last forever. But when the harvest comes, are you going to be the person perfectly positioned to reap the harvest? Or will you be the person, and when the harvest comes, you're looking around and you're full of regret? The things that you didn't do, the times you didn't plug in, the opportunities you had to work your business, but you didn't work your business, the opportunities you had to develop your mindset, but you didn't do it. So I'm going to just encourage you to get disciplined right now in this season of what we call turbulence, right? Where we're seeing things happening and we're not sure why it's happening, but just know that's a part of the cycle of life. I mean, we can think back to the roaring 20s, right? When people were just having this lavish life and spending money and things were excess, but then the Great Depression came, right? And those kids who watched their parents live this lavish life, all of a sudden here they are turning 16 and 18, and they couldn't do the things their parents were able to do and have brand new cars and all those things. But guess what? Did that last, right? Seasons change, guys, and all things come to pass, right? And so we're super excited because we do know that this is the perfect time to create the greatest opportunity on the planet. We know that when you look at the Fortune 1000 companies, 62 or 63% of them were created during the worst times in this country. And so you've got to just, again, have an unstoppable mindset. Know that, guess what? If it can happen to those companies, it can happen to you, and it will happen here with us. And we are super encouraged, super excited, and just know that the best is truly yet to come. This is our Christmas in July as we launch our awesome Oil Day specials. Make sure you go to your site. When you spend, again, that $150, you're going to receive that free bottle of Hint MD and get that 10% off. And there will be more specials we launch. But that's the Oil Day special that we wanted to kick off as we kick off our Christmas in July. So with that being said, I also want to remind you that we're now going to rebound with our Dr. Roz. I know they're having some issues with their technology, but I know many of you are going to get on and rebound anyway. We're going to keep it going. I know we're here at the EE Center, so we'll have our own little thing going on. But our Save Our Strands with our trichologist is happening at 2:30 p.m. Central. So you want to make sure you tune in to Doris Mosley. And then, of course, you want to wake up tomorrow to the Diamond Factory because it is time to take your business to the next level. And with that being said, we want you to have an Akana day. We're going to see you at the top, the very top, the tip top.
Melissa?
Yes.
Good morning, Melissa. This is Elizabeth. Dr. Roz is in the storm, so she has no internet or power, but maybe someone else is going to do rebound. I'm at work, so it won't be me. But
perfect. So we'll make sure we get that going for you so that everybody can get on. We'll start it for you, okay?
All right. Well, I won't be there. I'm at work.
No problem. Well, thanks for the update, dear. We appreciate that. Everybody be safe out there, guys, with these storms going around, okay?
Yes.
God bless.
Yes.
All right. Thanks so much.
Okay.